Hey folks, welcome back to the Dyson Sphere program. Last time we were on Alwaid IV trying to set up our particle broadband factory when we realized we didn't have enough plastic. So, you guys have seen me set up plastic before. I figured I'd do this off camera. Also, it took me a long time to get this right. Some of these recipes run at 3 seconds per recipe. Some of them run at 4 seconds per recipe. It's a very kind of annoying build to set up. It took me about 2.5, 3 hours to get this right. But I'll show you what I built. The starting point is the pairs of recipes here. This recipe is the first one in the list. It takes 2 crude oil and produces 2 refined oil and 1 hydrogen. Over here, we have the other recipe. This is taking in the 2 refined oil and 1 hydrogen we just produced over here, along with a little bit of coal to produce 3 refined oil. So we have 6 pairs of these taking in crude oil and coal and producing refined oil. This happens 15 times per minute, so we get 45 refined oil per pair. And we have 6 of these, so that gets me 270. 270 refined oil plus a little bit of energetic graphite here. Comes over here. The ingredients get proliferated and goes into the plastic production. And these are running to produce plastic. So we have 270 refined oil. We have 120 energetic graphite. And we use 240 refined oil and 120 graphite to produce 1 plastic 20 times per minute times 6. So that's 20 plastic times 6 plastic chemical plants is 120 plastic per minute. Proliferated, we get another 25%, so that adds 30. That's making 150 plastic. Now, we would have a problem with the fuel, the refined oil here, backing up, which is why this will not quite run at full efficiency. Sometimes this will be off. And actually, to try and make that run exactly the amount I want it to, I've got a setup over here that I'm kind of proud of. So, at this miner, this Mark 1 sorter is pulling off 90 coal per minute. It then goes into this splitter, which splits it into 3 belts of 30 coal per minute. This splitter then further splits that into 3 belts of 10 coal per minute. 1 belt is the priority belt feeding into the energetic graphite production, so 10 coal per minute goes over there, and the other 80 coal per minute goes over here, which has this run at 8/9 efficiency and produce exactly 240 refined fuel, or refined oil, which is exactly what we need over here. It's backing up a little bit here because of the graphite, so I'm not quite sure why the graphite is slowing down here. It shouldn't be, really. I can probably fix that with... You're producing 180 per minute, exactly. So you should be more than enough for you. You guys are consuming what? There's 4 of you doing 30 recipes, so 60. Oh, you actually don't have enough, do you? I forgot these are 2 to 1. So I actually need a little bit more here. Yeah, I can get this running at full efficiency if I add a little bit more raw coal, because it's doing 30 recipes per minute, 60 coal times 4. We need 240 coal. We've got 190. So a little bit more coal will help here. Let's throw down 1 more miner. That looks fine. And again, the priority goes to the 10 coming off this line to ensure that's exact. So we'll do a T-junction here. And another power plant. Okay. Now we should have enough coal on this line to run the graphite at full efficiency. I think. Let's see it happen. There it comes. Once this backs up, we can verify that our priorities are working correctly. There we go. That's going to start to back up. And once it backs up to here, we should see that this always gets priority. Should back up eventually. Yeah, it'll be fine. So now this is all producing 150 plastic per minute. And we need 100 up on Alwaid IV. So it's 50 to spare. This is the result of a previous experiment. Let's get rid of that. Obviously, we're also bringing out Proliferator from this tower. This oil seep I ended up not needing. So we're good to go here. We're feeding plastic into the tower. It's being shipped, I think, at Interstellar. Let's set the drone load to 100% here. Let's see. They're flying over here somewhere. I think to this one. Yes, here's the plastic. So we're producing slowly, 150 per minute. So it'll take a while for this to fill up. Min load of drone should be 100. We can actually, we could up the charging power on some of our stations. Let me check some of this stuff. I think we want all our minimum load of drones a little bit higher. I'm not quite sure why the default is as low as it is at 10%. But I don't see the point in carrying around 15 of an item. Can I click on you? There we go. Okay. These are all of our interstellar towers. You can see here I've picked up a little bit of nonsense. And then these guys should already be set. Yeah, 100%. Right. Okay. I think we're good. Plastic should be available interstellar now. So we can head back to Alwaid IV and fix that, but it looks like we do have some kind of a problem. Let's go see what this is. Somebody's fighting something and losing. Oh, it's happening on Alwaid IV. Okay, well, let's go there. Let's head over. So yeah, plastic production is done. I think I'm gonna need to go home. Yeah, I forgot to do copper. We're gonna need to send copper here as well. But let's get the plastic integrated, and let's get the particle broadband up and running, fix any problems with that. And then we'll head back and get some copper. We might get that at Alwaid I, the lava planet, or we might get it at home. I'm not quite sure yet. Okay, so traveling through space. 0.6 AU away. Very small font, hard to read. Even for me, and I'm right in front of the computer. Okay. Let's head down here and find out what's happening. Okay. So a base has established itself here, and they keep trying to repair this. Okay, we need to... I would like to not do that. Let me set up a missile hardpoint here. Like so. Feed in some missiles. Get started clearing out this base here. It's a level 6 base, so we got to be a little bit more careful here. I think we're out of missiles here. Let's feed some missiles into this one. And is everything powered up here? There we go. That looks good. Yeah, these are powered up. Okay. Let's put down another. Like that. I need some missiles here. I need to set down some more. This is a very big base. It's a very big base. I'm out of that. Okay. Let's keep surrounding it. Okay. Oh, did I just get killed? Yikes. Reassemble. I got killed there. Okay, we need to back out. I'm out of defense signal towers, it looks like. We're gonna slowly start working this down. Let me make some more signal towers if I can. Do I have any energetic crystals? I don't. I don't have any silicon crystals. Okay. Gotta make sure I don't get killed again. Let's cancel you. And you. You guys don't have power. Get you powered up. Okay. I think we've put down enough to kind of like... to humble some of it. Let's put our one signal tower down a little bit closer so we can start targeting buildings. Let's see if that survives. We'll put an analysis base there to repair it. Need more missiles. I think we've done it at this point. Let me see about targeting the actual center here. See, they come back for me. I'm on the wrong thing anyway. They're targeting me. I don't want to die again. Let me move this signal tower a little bit closer. Wait, is it already dead? Not quite. There we go. Yeah, they can't fight back. Okay. All right. That was a nasty one. That was a very nasty base. Okay. So, do I want to plug this? Probably not. I think I want to set it up to be defended as usual. Let's throw down our base. Let's get a couple of these built. A couple of the laser turrets. That's not what I want to do. Okay. With that in place, we should destroy any base that comes up. We need to tear some of this down. This was a little bit excessive. Let's tear some of these down. I need to carry around a few more defenses with me, it looks like. I guess we can leave that here, I think. See, this is enough to destroy it when they try to rebuild the base. That'll lock that guy down for a minute. Okay. Okay. So what did we put down here? Quite a few of these. It looks like we've run out of missiles in a couple places, so let's feed in some extra missiles here. That looks good. Get some missiles here. That's fine. That'll feed into those guys. Alright. That feels okay. We have a problem back home with our power. Probably too many deuterium fuel rods, but I think that's fine. We can put those into the planetary network, I guess. All right, let's get over to where we're building the, what we left behind. Was it this? Yeah, the silicon's over here. Okay. Looks like you need some missiles. How many missiles do I have left? Not very many. 100? All right, well, you could use a few. Let's stick those in there. I gotta remember to ship some missiles here. Yeah, he's empty as well. All right. Let's finish what we came here to start. So, our plan was to produce the silicon, high purity silicon, the ingots. We're gonna have everything proliferated, and then the fire ice comes out, the plastic comes out here. Looks like that's already arrived. Once we turn these on, then you're producing, what are you producing? Particle broadbands. Okay. So you're the particle broadband, that's the output there. Comes over here to get proliferated. We don't actually, yeah, we do want that proliferated because we're not putting it into the network, we're putting it into purple cube production. So for now, let's collect a few of these. Let's go ahead and collect these. And let's, I think now we just turn this thing on, right? I think if we power everything up with the plastic, we're good to go. So let's start with the silicon. We're gonna mine this. We're gonna come over here and power on the smelters. We need a couple more. We'll need something here. Okay, that looks good. Looks like this is already powered on. This is smelting. This is smelting titanium ingots for me. Okay. Is the tower powered on? It is. Okay. Tower has received a lot of plastic, a lot of fire ice. We don't have any purple cubes yet. It has proliferator. So we're doing well. All right, so then over here we're making, yeah, carbon graphene, and that gets into carbon nanotubes. Let's power these guys on. Looks like here and here will do. Then I guess here and here. We'll get you and you. We need one there. Get you guys going. Are we missing a little something in there? No yellow, right? All red? Okay. Well, let's hook it up and see if it works. It's time. Okay. We are producing graphene. The graphene is being pulled into the carbon nanotube plants. You've got some. You've got some. Here comes more. Yep, you're producing. You're producing, and you're the last one. You're producing carbon nanotubes. Now, I don't know if we... Yeah, I don't think we've dealt with the output of the hydrogen yet, so we'll have to do that. Why don't we start working on that, and then we'll check if the other thing works. So, I forget how much hydrogen we're producing, but let's start by putting down a fractionator. Let's put down a fractionator like this. We'll run a high-speed belt through. Okay. We will output the fractionated deuterium to a tank. Maybe a group of tanks. I'm not sure. Yeah, let's do a couple tanks here. Let's go like 1, 2, 3, 4 maybe? Okay. We'll pull you out like this. That's odd. Okay. I guess we'll do it like this instead. Tanks go 1, 2, 3, 4. Sure, why not? Sorters to pull the input. Oh, that's right. It does. It does. It uses, I need to use splitters. Okay. So let's do a splitter. Like that, maybe? You can connect up just fine. Then we have the storage tank. You connect up like that. Looks good. Let's grab this. Use now. 2, 3, 4. Okay. So there's the output. Now, with this ring, we use a pile sorter, and this was a tip from Justin again. This should perfectly pack this with 7,200 per minute. Whatever's going underneath it, it can put the exact amount on top to top it up to a number 4. So this should be exactly what we need to remove 72 hydrogen per minute. Now, how much are we actually producing here? We are producing... What are we making? We're doing fire ice. So we're doing 30 recipes per minute, producing 30 hydrogen per minute. So we need a couple of these setups. 30, 60, 90, 120, 150. Pulling out 72. We're going to need one more plus a little tank to catch the overflow hydrogen. So let's do that. Let's do that. Let's control C here. Let's grab this. Plus U. Let's use now. And let's put that right like that. Looks good. Might need power for the fractionator. Let's connect this up. Yeah, we do. And put it right there. Okay. Looks good. And then we have, we're pulling out 144 of 150, so six per minute. One tank should hold a lot of that for a long time. Let's throw a tank down like this. Sure, like, that's fine. Put the extra hydrogen in there. Very little of it should make it in here. 6 per minute. Once these are both sped up to full. And we'll collect 8 tanks worth of deuterium over time. So that handles the excess hydrogen. And if we come over here now, we are at full 100% efficiency production on carbon nanotubes, which are coming over here, being fractionated and fed into here. And our particle broadband factory is up and running. How about that? How about that, folks? Very nice. Look at that. Look at that beautiful product. Particle broadbands. 150... Wait, how many per minute? I can't remember. We're making enough to... I think it's 100 per minute. Because that's what the purple cube recipe calls for, if I recall correctly. Yeah, we want to make... I don't know how many assemblers we need, but we're planning to make 100 cubes per minute. And I think we're making the equivalent number of broadbands. Let's double check that. So you're actually, because your inputs are proliferated, you're making 9.4 per minute. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 9.4 times 12 is what? 9.4 times 12. It's going to be 112.8. So a little bit of overflow. A few extra. And they are proliferated in turn, so we make cubes with more hashes, I believe. When we make the purple cubes, they'll have more hashes. Okay. What did we decide we needed to do? This is troubling, but not the end of the world. I would like to know how to get rid of this icon, but I guess I can't. So, right. The next thing we need to do is use some of this silicon to produce processors. All right. So, for processors, how many do we want? We want bare minimum 200 processors per minute. I don't think we can do that. I don't think we can get there. So we're going to have probably not that much production. Wait. If we want 100 cubes per minute, whatever, yeah, we would need 200 processors per minute. What does that even look like? All right, processors. The recipe makes 20 recipes per minute, right? 20 recipes per minute, making one processor per recipe. We can get a 25% boost, so we can get that up to 25. So if everything's proliferated, we need, what, 8 of these? We would need 8 of these. So our output is down here. Probably makes sense to have my matrix labs producing the... I don't have any matrix labs, but have the like however many matrix labs producing here. We get 6 per minute, so we'd need 10 for 60. 2/3 of 10. We need a lot of them. But we could put them like here, have one input here, and have like another input coming in from over here. So like if we had the line of processor producers, I don't think we have enough silicon to do this, but let's check it out. If we had 8 of these, let's say we had 8 of these producing processors, 25 per minute. 8 gets you 200, feeding into whatever setup we had to make those over there. If we had 8 of these, then we would need 400. Like 400 circuit boards is not hard. We can make that happen, but 400 microcrystalline components could be rough. Let's just put these down for now. We could hook them up later if we get there. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So there would be 8 of these making processors. And then for 200 processors, yeah, we'd need 400 microcrystalline components. So what does that look like? You're making microcrystalline components and I need 400 of them. What does that entail? 800 silicon ingots. That is a tall order because that requires 1600 silicon ore. Ah, yikes. I don't think we can do it. So we're not going to have the purple cubes we want. We will have extra broadbands. I guess instead of trying to build to this number, we see what we can actually do. We build as many as we can, I guess. Do I want to double dip here on these veins? Not really. Not particularly. Like, there's so little left. If I check... Not yet planned. It's like, yeah, there's 344 silicon ore here. And there's even less elsewhere. So we kind of got to use this. Or do I handcraft purple cubes for the foreseeable future? Until we can get to warp tech. Maybe making the particle broadband is enough for now. I can sort of handcraft, because we just need so much more silicon ore. Like, grabbing these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, it's not going to do much for me. I have some resources back home that have built up over time of the processors. We have processors back home. So I think for now we handcraft purple ore. We call that kind of done with the particle broadband. And we ship it, we put it in here, and another day when we can get more silicon going from another planet and warp it back, maybe. I don't know. What we might end up doing at first is back to where we were at the start of the series when we first got to other planets. I might have to set up a factory to make processors on another planet and then warp myself there, pick up as many as I can carry, warp back. Because early on, our drones are not going to have the capability to warp. It's only going to be us. But we could do that. Because we can carry a lot. So we could go set up a processor thing over there and then just dump it into storage here that feeds into the planetary network. We might need to do something like that. So for now, I think we're going to say we're going to hold off on trying to build more processors. Like, there's just not enough silicon in the in this star system. So instead, we will feed this back into the tower, and we'll be done that way. So at least we've got particle broadbands available, and we have processors available as well, so we can handcraft these right in the replicator. Yeah. All right. Let's do that. Let's send you home. I think you'll come from here over here, maybe? And then, like, up and around somehow? Or is that... No, that's not really the way I want to do it. We'll come over this way instead. Okay. That's fine. We can... I think I can live with that for now. Let's bring you over to there, I think. And then we'll fire you north. Alongside this fella. Like that. And then like this. That looks good. Oh, let's put down the output here. So still, 150 particle broadband per minute, nicely proliferated for other use. Still very nice. Still great to have it. Did that get placed? It did not. We flew too far away too quickly. Take care of this for me. There we go. Okay. And let's feed this in here. And you, my friend, are not going to be providing purple cubes. Not just yet. You will instead provide particle broadband. Local storage, remote. We're going to supply to remote, which means we're going to supply to remote and local storage, right? Okay. Slowly filling in. All right. So there's particle broadband done. Maybe I'll, let's see. So the particle broadband flows this way to get access to the proliferator. It gets kind of like buffered in here for a second. And then fed out and fed into the tower. I guess that's good enough for now. Let me get a quick screenshot here. Looks good. Let's go home and do some purple science. I guess we're going to craft some cubes. All right. Let's see. Let's go to Alwaid IV. Back amongst the stars we go to return home to our planet and our factory. So yeah, we'll get some processors. We'll get some of these broadband coming in. We'll ship them home. And then we'll do some purple science. We'll have to kind of carefully choose what we want to research until such time as we can improve our network by traveling to other stars. I mean, my first goal has to be finding more silicon. There's just not enough in this star system. So wherever we go, I guess that's going to be important to look for the universal exploration so that we can see what resources are available. And then we can take our first warp somewhere and get set up. Okay, so we're home. Let's deal with this problem. I'm pretty sure I know what the problem is. We've just produced way too much power. Or way too many, cubes. Not cubes, rods. Let's cruise over. Yeah. Why are you complaining? Where is all the... Oh, this is not the one that I thought it was. What is this one? What's full here? Okay, you can... How do I is there a quick way to disable it? Without changing the settings? Okay. Global alarm none, speaker alarm none. So this has failed. Because why? Because this is full. This is full. Okay. So this is what? This is deuterium? So this got backed up because these are full. Why isn't it filling in these? What's going on? Hold on. You guys should be producing. Lack of material? What are you lacking? Oh, you're lacking these? Oh, and why are you lacking these? Because why? You're not producing motors because you're not providing enough motors? You're not providing any motors. Huh. Why are you not providing any motors? Are you getting like little bits and bobs? Or what? I'm not sure what your route was. You're not providing motors, so let me give you a few. Let me make sure that kind of like does what I think it will do. So you start producing, and you start producing, you feed through here. You guys consume and start outputting. Yeah, okay. So this is dropping again, which is good. Interestingly, even though there's all this space on the line... Oh, nothing can come through here until this passes. Then it'll start again. Okay. Yeah, so it was the motors. That was the problem. Let's see. You are a planetary logistics station. You don't have a problem getting motors, right? We should have a ton of motors on the planet. Let me take a quick peek around. No motors there. Where are motors coming from? Are they interplanetary? I feel like they are. We made them an Alwaid 1, didn't we? You have tons of motors. Yeah, okay. Let's do this. Let's have this planetary tower request motors. Demand. We don't need very many. I guess we'll limit this to 3,000. That's fine. So you demand motors. And then rather than having this logistics network here, let's just feed the motors in directly if we can route them here somehow. I think there's a way to do it if we come down. Yeah, okay. So we'll come... Where are we going to come from? Can I come out of you? Like this. I can. Okay. That's nice and up one high. Let's come over here. I guess we'll come over like this. If we can. Something like that. Come to there. Then go down to the ground. And feed in. Let's set the filter for motors. Alright. And then if we just feed them in here, we've eliminated one logistics network and replaced it with a planetary logistics network. Which is fine. There we go. That should feed in the motors and keep this setup happy. Let's put our alarm back on. It was pretty useful, actually. Global alarm on fail. Speaker alarm on pass. Sure. That was actually handy to have. That was a good... I like that little... That's a nice little feature. You want to use them kind of sparingly, but I think they are handy. Okay. Let's get over to the mall. Let me turn these veins off. Let's get over to the mall. Over there. And let's pick up, or let's get our particle broadband in. Looks like I don't have a slot for it. So we will need to place down another... Now, did I make a... Yeah, mall shop? This does not quite look right. All right, so let's grab and reuse this one. Let's get all of this. Plus you guys, like you. And you. Okay, that looks good. Use now. Let's set it down like this. Shift enter. So the problem was this crude oil seep. Do I have a planetary logistics station? I do not. I can craft one. We're going to need to request the broadband from the other planet. Let's get that set up. I think you don't have a slot. I think you have a slot. Yeah. Let's request particle broadband. Let's limit that to 3,000. You are going to demand from remote and supply to local. That looks good. And then we need to place down the planetary tower. Collides with other object. Yeah, it's colliding with the seep. Let me get rid of a little bit of this. And see where exactly we can put it down. So I was trying to put it there, I think. If I move it over by 1, it works. Is that on the right? Yeah, that's basically correct. All right. Let's hook up the outputs. So it's like 1 over from where it should be, which probably is going to annoy me to no end, but what can I do about it? And then you are 1, 2 out from the corner. 1, 2 like that. Okay. We need to clear settings on these guys, or maybe it's easier just to delete them for now. Let's just delete, delete, delete. Okay. You are going to demand particle broadband. 3,000 supply looks good. You're going to demand that. Once it arrives from the other planet, it should start shipping over here, I think. Let's take a look. It is kind of a long flight, right, to Alwaid IV from here. So you have 2,000 in transit, coming in hot. And once they arrive, if we actually go to the view here, I think we can see them. Yeah, like, if I get close enough, can I see what they're carrying? There's definitely some here on their way. They're bringing something. And I think they're coming from the right direction. Yeah, they're coming. Look, they're coming from Alwaid 1 or 4. Let's see. In transit, 2,000. It should. There we go. The first batch arrived and is now flying over here. So let's set the filter here to particle broadband, and they'll flow down this way. Okay, looks good. We have a few processors available. Let's fill up here. How many can I fit in my logistics? 1,600? Okay. And I actually have a handful of them. I have 2 particle broadband right here. Here comes the first set. All right. Let's make a purple science cube. You guys ready? It's been over 60 episodes since I started the game. It's been something like 20 episodes since I last made a cube. Let's make one. You've produced the first information matrix at 64 hours and 8 minutes. It's one of the 5 source codes that maintain the center brain simulation. Living in a world of information lets you keep everything under control. A huge, convenient information network connects all production bases with an even larger industrial empire. So there we go. There's our very first purple cube, our information matrix. Next time, we will handcraft a crap ton of these and get started on some research. But that's going to be it for this time. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed my decision-making, my production capabilities, my design aesthetics. Hope you're enjoying the series still. If you're still with me, thank you so much for watching this far. Hope you enjoy the rest of what's to come. We'll see you in the next one. Take care.